Evan here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be talking about why you should get your commercial drone license. So you're probably wondering, Evan, why should I believe you and follow your expertise and high wisdom? I don't have a good reason, but I've had a good experience with it, and it's really cool, and it's definitely going to be growing in the future as more technology and stuff comes out, and it just booms up. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so how do you get your license to start with? So I explained this in a previous video, I think, how to get your drone license. Basically, you just take a test, you take a course, and then you take a test, and boom, you have your license. And you can really do anything you want with that for hire and make money from it. So what I personally do is I fly my drone for realtors. So realtor will hire me, and I'll go fly my drone around their house or property, and then edit it into a video or a bunch of photos and send it to them, and they'll pay me some money. So it's a pretty good deal. It's really fun. I get to travel to some cool places. So it's a really fun thing for me to do, and I really enjoy it and make a lot of money. Other things you can do, you can do like kind of survey work, like pipeline scouting, I guess it's called. But you fly your drone over down pipelines or power lines and stuff like that. And the reason that's good is because now they use airplanes and helicopters to do that, but they're kind of more switching to drones because it's really dangerous. You're flying super low, slow, and close to things if you're in an airplane. So they're switching more and more to drones with that. I might actually be looking into getting into that stuff, flying along pipelines and power lines, because people want to know what they look like. They want to know if there's damage, especially after a storm. Like there was a snowstorm in Texas here. Like if you're sitting here, you don't know what kind of damage there is, but if you fly your drone or someone hires you to fly your drone, you can just go look and scout down the whole line and see if there's any damage. Right now, pilots are like really high in demand. I mean, probably a little bit lower from coronavirus, but the pilot industry is booming, the aviation industry is booming, which is awesome. But there's also a lot of new technologies with the drones, so that you don't need a pilot. So in the next couple of years or decades, there's going to be maybe one pilot in the airplane instead of two. And then maybe after that, maybe not a pilot or someone from the ground or something. But like it's moving more and more from two people sitting in the airplane flying the whole thing to more electronic stuff. And there's a lot more electronic airplanes and UAV stuff, especially in like the military. Instead of having some guy sit on a missile or a missile with wings, a fighter jet, and to go fly over the enemy, you could just fly it remotely from some guy in a gaming chair with a joystick, and they could fly thousands of miles away without risking their lives, but go attack other enemy countries. It's a really, really cool technology, changing the world, and it's coming on fast. So it's a pretty good industry to get into. So that's kind of military stuff. You can also do it commercially. Contract work, that's basically what I've been doing with the realtors. Getting your license is really, really easy. So like, it's honestly like, why wouldn't you get it? You literally take a course. I think it's maybe $100 to take the course, maybe $100 for the test, so maybe like $200 total just to get your license, and then you'll just apply for it on IACRA, and that's all you have to do. So you just take the test, take the course, and you'll be good to go. And you don't have to do like, it's not like flying where you have to take a pilot test. You just pass the written test, and you'll be good to go. And that opens a crap ton of doors. And a whole bunch of job opportunities, and you can move forward with the future because drones are going to be the big thing. That's right, I think they are going to be a lot more of remote stuff instead of pilots sitting in the cockpit or doing stuff like that. You can just sit in the comfort of your home, perfectly safe, and go fly your drone and do a whole bunch of stuff, make a bunch of money. Alright, so once you get your license, what steps do you take? What steps do you take right after you get your license? So I got my license in October maybe, or September, after I turned 16. And I started a drone photography company. Not really a company, but I just kind of do contract work. But how it works is I email a bunch of realtors. I just send out blast emails to a whole bunch of realtors, and I'll maybe get like 1% response rate. So I'm just kind of working on my marketing, which I kind of learning as I go, learning how to market, learning how to phrase the emails, who to send them to, how to get the emails, running ads or something on Facebook and my Facebook page. And showing like my portfolio. Should I do that or should I not? So I've learned a lot about kind of the marketing stuff. So what I have is I have a Facebook page. I would recommend that because then you can put that link anywhere and someone can click on it and view all your work. So you'll just be like, oh, check out my previous work. They'll click on it and be like, wow, this guy looks really cool. Let me hire him. So that kind of really helps to get your job if you have a portfolio or some sort of website or something. So speaking of websites, I don't have a website right now. I just have the Facebook page. But I'm planning on building a actual like website with an actual like domain and everything pretty soon, like the Concaflex website. It should be pretty easy. I just haven't got around to it yet, and that should hopefully bring me a lot more customers and a lot of jobs. And I like doing these jobs, so it's really fun. Now, how to do this. So I'll kind of just talk you guys through exactly what I do for a normal shoot. So I specialize in kind of video. I'll make like a 1 to 2 minute long video with music of stuff of the properties, and just kind of like tell the story, and it looks really cool. And I'll also take pictures on top of that, and that seems to be really cool because then someone could just attach the video to their Zillow or whatever listing and just watch the end, and they'll have all the drone shots of it, and that looks really cool. So how do you do that? How do you do that? They'll tell you, it'll give you their property, and you'll drive out there. Then when you get out there, you get your drone, and you'll start flying around. You don't want your drone to just be moving sideways, and you don't want it to just be turning. So I like doing moving turning shots. So every one of my shots I try to do is a moving turning shot. I have no idea what those are called, and there's a specific name for them or anything. But you just kind of moving and turning at the same time. It looks really dynamic, really, really cool. And you can just go around it and make anything look cool like that. Like if you're just going sideways, you can kind of see it, but it doesn't look that good. But if you're like kind of turning and like moving a whole bunch, it makes it look really, really cool. So I'll pop a couple clips in there as I'm talking right now. But as you can see, that kind of moving, turning shots really just opens up the property, and you can kind of see all the details, and it looks really, really spectacular. Especially if it's a cool property in a cool area, you can just really make it look cool. Even if it's not a cool property, you can still make it look cool just with those shots. And you can also do, usually for the video, you want an opening shot and an ending shot. Opening shot can either be like something low, and you climb out, or go through something like through a gate or something and come out. And then using end shot I like to do is just super high, far away, just kind of moving really slow, kind of get the whole property at the end. And then you kind of put the video together with some music, and just kind of edit it to where it splices right on the beat, because that sounds really cool, and that just makes the whole feel a lot better when it just cuts right on the beat. And I'll probably do half a song maybe, usually about 1 to 2 minutes, because you want it long enough to where you can see enough of the property, but you don't want it too long to where it's repetitive and just a whole bunch of the same shots, because that's just boring, and you don't really attract any attention with that. But if it's just super dynamic, everything, all the shots are really different, get different angles, and it just flows really well together. You can actually make it look really cool. That's basically what I do. I'll put an example of one of my drone jobs on the screen here, and I'll just let you guys watch this and just watch the whole thing. And yeah, so yeah, hope you guys enjoy.